So when we last met, we counted down the worst anime of 2022 according to me. And that means it's time to count down the best anime of 2022. Now, some of you may say it's the 1st of March at the time of this recording. So it would be a terrible idea to do the best anime from almost 3 months ago. To which case I would say, shut up! It's my channel. We do what we want around here. And if I want to talk about anime I liked instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, then I'm just gonna fucking do that. And you know what you're gonna do? You're going to watch. And if you disagree with my list, I'm sure many of you will, because again, this is all just my opinion. These are the show I like. And if you've watched enough of my content, you probably know a little bit of my opinions and my takes and where I'm going with things. So if you do agree or disagree, that is always just fine. And you can tell me what you think in the comment section below and what were your favorites of the year. But until then, let's get started and you're gonna fucking like it. Number 10, Aharon wa Hakarenai. I did not remember what this show is actually called. I just call it Aharon-san. This was a show I actually got a review out for. This is just a very sweet little romantic comedy anime that clearly features a girl on the spectrum, but treats it very respectfully and makes sure to show you how a relationship can develop between these two people and how they get fun out of it, but also just like the genuine moments of like character development and character growth. It's just like a delightful little feel-good show that feels genuinely heartfelt and really wants to get across just a nice, happy relationship at a time where these kind of like shows based around making you really like one waifu are kind of like all the rage these days. I feel like this is the one that makes it just feel very earnest as to why you should care about these characters and the romance as it grows between them. I hate that number 9 is Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Got Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. I hate how much I enjoyed this show. I hate how funny it is, how likable the characters are, how fun the world is, how bouncy the animation is. I hate how fun the music and the OP is. I hate the fact that it's a genuinely fun show that I want to see more of. This is an isekai, damn it. I'm supposed to just hate it. But no, here we are being annoyed that this show had a genuinely good message about positive masculinity and how men should be allowed to be vulnerable with each other as friends. I'm not supposed to say this to an isekai. I'm supposed to be mad about it being bad, not mad that it's good. Coming in at number 8, we actually have another rom-com. Yeah, it was actually a pretty good year in anime for this genre. But we've got Love After World Domination. You see, for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a huge tokusatsu fan. So when I saw that they were basically doing a Sentai Red falls in love with the generic villainess who basically dresses in a way to invoke sexual awakenings in 10-year-olds was happening, I had to see it, and I really liked this. The two mains have great chemistry. I love it's not that shikimori bullshit of just will they, won't they, even though they're dating. You genuinely got to watch the relationship grow as they like learn more about each other and develop and try new things with each other. And on top of that, the show goes super fucking hard. Just the animation just all around is great, especially on the character designs. God damn it, Decimi is so fucking hot. And I hope we get to see more of just this crazy zany Sentai parody. Coming in at number 7, and I'm sure people will get mad that the show is this low, but it's Spy Family. Yes, I know it's not number 1, even though it basically became the biggest anime in the world, but yeah, it's so lovable. The characters, the story, the animation, which is so slick and gorgeous. Just everything about this show is just fucking charming. Like, that's really my biggest compliment, is that it was so crazy to see Shonen Jump take a risk on just like a gag comedy like this, but to see it pay off like this is really awesome. This felt like a nice, like, nude way to take shonen, and to see it get so popular, to see it become so mainstream is really just kind of great, and it just makes you smile just like this show will, and every time you look at Anya. So yeah. Coming in at number 6 is the actual best Shonen Jump adaptation of the year, Chainsaw Man. That's right, y'all in love with Anya's cuteness? Fuck Anya! Denji and his weird chainsaw head is where it's at. This show is such a breath of fresh air after not liking Jujutsu Kaisen to then get a show that genuinely takes all the ideas of shonen and so earnestly twists it into its own weird thing that it just was so great from start to finish. Love Denji, my new favorite shonen protagonist. I love the animation. All you complaining about CG, go fuck off. I love the whole cast. I love the story. I love the message. And no, don't worry. The message is not just he wants to feel up boobs. But I am glad that is in there. And I'm so glad this show exists. If only anyone in Japan watched it, because I think its future is in a bad spot. Coming in at number 5. You think you're so cool, Denji. Fuck you, Denji. The real best hero of the year was the great King Boji with Ranking of Kings. So yeah, as I alluded to before, I'm not the biggest isekai fan of the world, and I kind of feel like the rise of this genre has hurt fantasy anime as a whole. So just like Chainsaw Man reinvigorated shonen for me, Ranking of Kings reinvigorated fantasy. This is such a breath of fresh air from what we've been getting. I love the characters. Boji is awesome. I love the world. I love the world building. I love the animation style. I love the music. I just love how so much was dedicated into making the show feel unique and original in a sea of everything feeling like it needs to be generic. Here comes this lovable, just charming story about a character who never says a word, yet you feel so endeared to him and that you understand him so immediately. And it was just a truly great show that really set the bar high for the year. And to see it get topped is actually pretty incredible. Up next at number 4, we have what I think is pretty much the dark horse of the year, and that being Lycoris Recoil. Most anime is based off of something, whether it's manga, light novels, video game, hentai. That's right, I'm going there. This is a show that isn't based on anything and had very little build up and very little fanfare when it came out, yet has just kind of taken over the anime community, and it's just kind of awesome. And you know what? It deserves it. This show is visually incredible. The story, while a little formulaic and you kind of always know where it's going, I did genuinely enjoy it because I just loved these two leads and all their Yuri baiting, and I want to watch them kiss, and God, I love you, Chisato. But yeah, no, this is just one of those shows. It just like everyone involved just put in 110% and it clicks all the right boxes and everyone knows how incredible the action is. And I actually liked the social commentary in it. I didn't think it really beat you over the head with it. It made it feel like the organic progression of this world. And I can't wait to see more. I mean, a season 2 was literally announced like, what, a month ago, I think? That's big when you know that you can get approved for being a new IP that fast. So for number 3, I think I should probably explain what my thought process was for making this list, considering it was so late. I tried to focus more on how the shows made me feel while watching them in the actual year of 2022, rather than how my opinion on them has changed or any like new material might affect it. Because in general, I feel like a list ranking stuff from the year should be judged about how it made you feel during the year. And now I've got to break that rule because God damn it, was that Kaguya-sama movie so fucking good. Now don't get me wrong, season 3 was going to be on this list regardless, but originally it was probably going to be up near probably like around Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, but oh God, it's just jumped so high. Like, even in general, the animation for season 3 is incredible. The way it sets everything up, the way it executes everything, the way you're just sort of watching like this one fairly standard thing in anime, just a school festival and someone's going to confess during it. But the way you see it like all develop is just so unique and fresh and just so fun to watch. And then you get into the movie. Oh God, it was genuinely emotional. And I genuinely cared what was happening. And the way we go into Kaguya's past, the way we go into, I always blank on the main guy's name, Miyuki's life. The way we do all these things is so masterful, and the great animation and the great acting. I know A1 Pictures gets a lot of heat for just putting out massive amounts of shows, but for whatever reason, this is a series they genuinely cared about and genuinely cared about giving us the quality it deserved and giving us a genuinely great anime experience. I saw this in a theater full of people, and a lot of them were younger, and you're always going to worry that, oh, teens on their phones. No, everyone was just glued to the screen as we all just enjoyed what will probably be remembered as one of the great anime romances. So full disclosure, number 2 and number 1 are a honest to God tie. I cannot pick between these two. I can't decide which one is better or that I liked more. I have simply decided to make number 2 what it is, so that way the number 1 spot can go to a new show, because I think that just kind of makes it more fun. So yeah, just remember, number 2 and number 1, same thing. Nobody get mad. Number 2, I'm giving to Mob Psycho 100's final season. Okay, now, God, I love this show. I love it so much. Oh my God, whoever would have thought this combination of things would be so perfect? Whoever thought making a 1-for-1 translation of some of the most ugly manga art I've ever read and looked at could have been made so gorgeous and make one of the best looking anime of all time. Like, you have Mob, who is one of my favorite characters, period. And you just have this whole cast of lovable, likable characters who go on this just grand journey for 3 seasons together. And to see it culminate in such a perfect way, with making you care at the end for characters I never thought I would, and giving them resolutions in a genuinely fun, unique way, made for a genuinely perfect anime viewing experience. I genuinely believe Mob will go down as one of the all-time greats and is one of my all-time favorite anime. And it's the kind of show you never think you'll get, but you're so happy we have. Number 1 is, yeah, I'm pretty certain y'all figured it out. It's Bocchi the Rock. Bocchi the Rock is a show that I feel like we get so rarely. In my opinion, there are very few anime that are willing to talk about things like social anxiety, depression, an inability to feel like you can connect to people. I don't feel like we get enough shows that talk about this in a way that is well done. Looking at you, Komi can't communicate. But when we do, I feel like they should be really appreciated and treasured and loved, and this show is that. It's not about making 100 friends or dealing with dead parents. It's just a regular girl who just has regular problems that can happen to people, and about how she's trying to do something about it. It's about making those close personal friends, and even if they don't fully understand, even if they don't totally know how to help you and they're going to make mistakes and screw up along the way, showing that they genuinely care and getting to see genuine bonds grow and genuinely wanting to help and do what they can is just something I just feel like we need more of in anime. And to see it get represented here, and just this lovable group of girls who are just so great. It's just genuinely beautiful. You know what else it is? God damn, it's so fucking funny to watch them relentlessly make fun of this 15-year-old weirdo. Yeah, this show just also isn't afraid to just be like, yeah, it's funny. There's something funny about watching this kid fail. There's something funny about watching her make a fool of herself or freak out in crazy lights and just always doing just nonsense and watching everyone get dragged into it and watching them fail to help and how they just kind of end up making things worse. It's so funny because that's just kind of what life is, and it feels genuine. A lot of times life is you just kind of try, it half works out, and you just kind of keep going forward. And that's what this show is. Ironically, the more cartoony looking anime gets the more realistic approach going, and it's so goddamn good. The fact that this beat out Chainsaw Man for biggest anime in Japan, remember, a huge Shonen Jump title, lost to cute girls doing cute things while one of them freaks out, is just kind of fucking awesome. And I loved this show, and I really did enjoy this year in anime. There was so many great heavy hitters, even though there were times where we felt a little stagnant. Something would always come out that would make me think it was anime of the year, and then watching it get torn down, only to end off being by like a guitar show, is really awesome, and why I will keep watching anime and have given up on American TV as a whole. But yeah, in the comment section below, give me your list of what you thought the best anime of the year was. What did you think of my list? And just any anime you're excited for going forward. We're already at the end of almost at the end of the winter anime season, but it's turning out to be an interesting year, and I'm excited to see what we get going forward. So as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and let's go on the anime journey together.